So what's it they say? Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Now I took a little bit of moon footage the other night. I was trying to put some song to it. And I came across a version of Silent Night. It made me think of something. Holy night. All is bright, all is calm. Holy. What if it just means there's a hole in the sky? A tunnel, perhaps. And through that tunnel, stripped of almost all light, all colour, should I say, we have what appears to be a moon through this hole, through this tunnel. And as this hole moves across the sky, from different angles, the shadow casts a crescent. Holy night. Your holiness, your worshipful holiness. If you have a bath, or even if you have a sink, if you have a strong enough faucet, tap, put a plug in and turn it on really fast. And as it begins to fill up, look closely at the bubbles emanating from that powerful stream. This image of these bubbles popping up and floating along, some bursting, some not. This is the negative image of space that has been given to us, whereby the planets would be the bubbles and space would be the water. Things really have been given to us in mirror form. I'm not sure many have yet grasped why. I'm not even sure I have, though I like to think sometimes that I have. Of course I do, I think many people do. I know all the answers. Why won't no one listen to me? And perhaps that's part of how you're supposed to feel. That's part of that programming. When we all bow in worship before the TV. What are you filling your negative space with? I think far too many have been allowed to fill it with trash. People keep remarking on that, my lady in particular, on how ridiculous the American elections are at the minute. And damn, I don't know what's coming next. This is someone wanted it, innit? I think deja vu, that feeling of, oh, I've been here before. loss of thought, but there is a negative of that, which is that moment when you've made a change. There is a feeling almost exactly the same as deja vu. My son said to me yesterday, "Oh, I felt like I was out of my body for a minute, like I was just playing a game." I do like that idea. Like, what a word. That idea that this is all a simulation, because it's all happened before, and there's a bigger chance that we are one of a bazillion programs running to find out the truth of things. And perhaps we are. Perhaps there are a bazillion programs running to find out how and why it went wrong. Let's see if we can fix it. There's a series of books by Robert Jordan called The Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time is mentioned time and time again, many places. And they say that the Earth, the Sun, the Moon, the universe itself is a cosmic timepiece. Oh, I love this image, I think it's beautiful. In my mind, I like to think of the Sun and Moon almost as those dipole magnetics. Moving in perfect conjunction to the universal heartbeat. Bump, 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 bump. I was thinking of the universe and its great cosmic breath of every 25,000 years. 25 out, 25 in. What if in those in-between times of the breathing in and out, the atmosphere is small and becomes large in the middle of the breath and the exhalation? What happens to life in those times? With the bottom switch of the breath, would everything be tiny? And then the middle of the breath, everything would be gigantic. Perhaps that 25,000 years is not the breath, but just the beat. Boom. Perhaps the cosmic breath is even longer, far more powerful and memorable than many have realised until quite recently. Perhaps they knew better in the old days than we know now. I'll have to bug out in a moment. I've kept you for ages anyway. I will return to this. I will try and catch those parakeets. And I will keep my beady eye, little eye open for these coinkydinks I keep finding everywhere. And no, I don't spend my time worrying about it. But I'd always have my eye open for them. And they just keep falling into my lap. I've said since I've started my channel, if I could, I would do one on the TV sitcom Friends, and there are things in that. Oh my goodness, I cannot watch that program in the same way anymore. Teams of writers spent a very long time on that program, I'll tell you now. And I could wax lyrical about it for hours. Though I will not just yet. Pre-programming, deja vu, moot points. We need to start growing new flowers on old roots. Peace and luck to you all.